All right.
You
Welcome
were.
to Three Tabs Open Podcast. My name's Ryan. I am joined by. Okay, wait. What are you guys going by? You're Godfrey. Are you Colby? What are you doing? You
I don't
Bofa?
care. I can do Bofa. I can do Colby. I'm
Pick one.
Bofa.
He
on
could do
Not my
both.
name.
Why
Pick
can't I
one.
be both? Why can't I be both? Why can't I have two fucking names?
We got fucking Mr. Split
This-
personalities over here.
This is
God damn it.
2025, bro.
All right, so welcome to the Three Tabs Open Podcast. My name's Ryan. I'm joined with Godfrey and the fucking schizophrenic named Bofa. We're ready to talk about random shit and have a good time today. We got a couple topics that we're gonna go through, but I think
Fuck.
the first one I would like to start with is Jeffrey getting emotionally damaged by a close friend. Jeffrey,
Generational.
why don't you tell us what happened?
I don't think I was there for
Generational.
this. So
No, you weren't. So me
Oh,
and
you were not.
Josh,
no.
me and Josh were playing a game called Split Fiction. It's like It Takes Two. You know, it's a 2-player game. We need to work together, and we're trying to do this. We finished the game fully, so we did this level called the Impossible level. It's a laser maze. You have to get through 7 mazes without dying, and it fucking sucks because I keep jumping right on the lasers. I can't
Give
fucking
him the
get the timing
context,
down.
though. Give him the
All right.
context, though.
Bro,
So,
jumping on
Colby,
lasers.
if they fail on any level,
We got to restart.
they have to restart the whole thing.
So you're throwing.
Yes.
If
Even
not-
though sometimes I made it farther than Josh, you
true,
know.
true, but
Josh perfected the second part, which I had troubles on.
Mhm.
I perfected the first part, which he had troubles on. And then we both struggled on the third part. So we
True.
never got past the third part. Every time we would get to the second part and Josh would die and I'd make it, I would talk shit.
right,
Like, yeah, you know,
naturally.
you just
Naturally.
suck. You're a shitter. But one time I failed and he's like, dude, your heart's just not in it. Just give up. I'm like, damn. My heart's really not in it. And I paused for a minute, and Kahu saw me on camera, and he's like, oh,
That's,
that hurt.
that's gonna hurt
You
your kids,
saw-
bro.
dude.
The light
saw-
from my eyes
He,
disappeared.
like literally, the excitement he had from playing the video game with his friend went from like, this is hard but really fun to,
Oh.
Oh.
all right, sorry.
And then I woke up the next day, looked in the mirror, and just thought, damn, your heart's really not in it, huh?
So now, Colby, there's added insult to injury.
There's more.
So after that, you
Mhm.
know, Josh, you know how Josh is. When he gets from one game that he's done with, he immediately flips to another, right? So
Right.
he's like, Ryan, unite. And I'm like, all right. So I go, Jeffrey, get on the game. I'm like, play with us, get on the game. So Jeffrey's like, I don't know, dude. And I'm just like, come on, you can play. And then Josh goes, his heart's just not in it.
And then I got on. And then
And then
'cause
he got on. He beat the allegation. He gets on.
Bro beat the case.
And then we had the worst
Worst
fucking 2
teammates.
games possible.
And it just took
heart was
every ounce
not
of
in
life
it.
force out of Jeffrey. Every ounce of life force just gone.
I
And then at the
stopped
end
playing.
of the game, Josh is like, let's keep playing. And Jeffrey's like, my heart's not
done.
in it, dude.
I got on.
My heart's not in it.
He's like, my heart's not in it. So now Jeffrey has generational trauma.
Every time I hit kids here, your heart's not in it, they're gonna start crying off the rip.
Maybe it's
Every
just
time, you know.
to kind of segues. That's just kind of the state of gaming. I feel as of late is we've all grown up with these amazing games, and now it's just like fuck. I don't even want to turn on my computer anymore.
Well, I'm going to ask you because you said it. What, like, because we said that we've had so many good games growing up, right? Like, Colby, what would you say is like your favorite game from when you were growing up?
One of the so there's quite a few that really resonate with me throughout my childhood. One of them is Guitar Hero. I
think
mean,
that's a great choice.
yeah, no, like Guitar Hero, fucking Legends of Rock, Everybody Die, great game. No, I just used to play it with my family, or I'd go down the street to my boy's house and we'd just rip the guitar for hours, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would just play God of War.
So,
I
like,
love the God of War series.
so that's like two ends of the spectrum too. So that's like group play and then single player, which I think is like a really cool take because like a lot of people that I feel like you ask today Like, even if you go back to older games, they're gonna pick something that's multiplayer. Just because that's what they've been playing for the last, like, what, 6-7 years.
Yeah, it's also
Right.
because you build those memories with those people. It's not just by yourself like some fucking loser.
Yeah, like some idiot who
Hey,
plays
guy.
Ragnarok by himself.
Fucking shut up, Jeffrey. What did you like? What was your fucking what gay little games were you playing when you were a kid?
When I was in elementary school, I was a nonverbal demon. So I didn't play any multiplayer games.
Love
I
that.
did play multiplayer. I just never fucking spoke to anybody. I didn't have a microphone until I was like 13.
That's when we
Which
started
makes
playing
sense.
Destiny.
Like, I don't think my parents let me have a microphone for video games before.
But like
I did.
being an 8-year-old playing Gears of War and Gears of War 2 and being an actual demon as a child, it was kind of funny because like they don't know I'm an 8-year-old beating their ass. Just,
Yeah,
like grown
but
ass men.
on the other end of that argument, I did have a mic, and I made it everyone's problem. They knew I was an 8-year-old fucking whooping their ass in COD Ghost. Like, I didn't.
You did not care.
No, it was, yeah, I miss old Call of Duty.
So for me, the only like multiplayer stuff that I did at a high level as a kid was WoW. Right? Like I was a
forgot you were a
gladiator arena
fucking nerd.
master. And bro, like 16 years old, like Blizzard sending me a note in the mail saying, "Hey, you have to get this signed by your parents so you can fly out and compete." And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we got there, and I think you two know the story, but we played the top Chinese team that year, and they 0-3'd us in less than 15 minutes. It was fucking insane. So
Would you say at that moment your heart wasn't in it?
His heart
well, no,
wasn't in it.
I
I think his heart
think-
was in it.
No. It was in it. And then when we got absolutely just shit stomped, because you got to remember, I was in the 0.5% of players. And like, we got our shit stomped. And I was like, this is your peak.
That's what
I'm
top
like,
tier
there's,
is.
I'm like,
You
there's nothing.
plateaued.
I was like, there's nothing after this. Like, there's just not. So, you know, I mean, like, I get like the whole like drive that everybody has to like play multiplayer games and try to be the best and all that, but we got to think like, even though you guys are like within 5-6 years of me age wise, like you guys still experienced the GameCube.
Are we?
You guys know
You're a lot older than
that.
that.
He's old.
You're
Yeah,
older than
because
that.
what? Colbs, you're 20.
You're like
you're what,
47,
25?
dude.
You're like 47. You're fucking old.
You're old
Bro.
as shit, bro.
You're old as shit.
I'm the youngest looking one here. What are we talking about?
Are we?
That's
Because
wild.
Jeffrey looks fucking 16.
All right, I wasn't gonna go there, but real.
That motherfucker does not look 21. He is, by the way, he is 21, and I am legal to
I'm
touch him.
22.
I am legal to touch that man. All right.
Anyway, so my point being is that we all still experience things like the GameCube.
Right.
I'm sure you two have played Nintendo 64 before.
Yeah.
Like we all still got to experience like gaming before it became so mainstream. And I think that's the gaming that a lot of people miss. Like I for example, like I've talked about this game a trillion times. Like I fucking love Paper Mario.
W again.
See, what's wild is
W game.
I've never played an actual Mario game. I've played Mario Party and I've played Mario Kart.
So
That's
you
it.
played the multiplayer variations, not
Yeah.
the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that wasn't till like I didn't get to experience those types of games until after gaming was so mainstream.
Mhm.
So I didn't grow up with those systems. Like I had a PS1 and I had a PS2. That's
So
it.
what's crazy to me is like, and also like I was part of the generation where it was like get the fuck out of the house, come back when the streetlights come on, right? So like
Right, exactly.
for-
That's what we did too.
so like for me, those types of games were never ever really something I played by myself. It was always like my friends were at my house or we were going to do XYZ, and a pit stop had one of those systems, right? Like
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with an N64. I had to save my own money at 11, right, to buy myself a GameCube in the games that I want. Like, I physically had to work at 11.
Right.
So, like, when I think about that, I'm like, there was so much more gratification that went into, like, being a gamer when we were kids versus now. Like, I was talking to my buddy about this at lunch yesterday. We sat online for the release of the second expansion for WoW. We
Yeah.
sat online at GameStop at 12 a.m. Like, that shit doesn't happen anymore. Like, it's just the world's so different, and like, I just try to appreciate like these small, like, newer games that come out that are like single player or like whatever have you, because that's like, to me, that's like the beating heart of gaming. It's not these like giant multiplayer fucking massive MMOs that like every 1 in 9 people is playing. Like,
Yeah.
just like, that's not the joy. Like, the joy is like, I'll give you an example. Like, the reactions of when me and Jeffrey beat a beat a potato level in Brotato, we're hyped. We're fucking hyped. But like, if I win a ranked Marvel Rivals match, I don't feel anything.
I hate it.
Really?
I
You know
hate
what I'm saying?
feeling.
I don't feel anything. You know what I
You
mean?
don't
Like, I
feel
don't
like
feel
you're
like,
just like, yeah,
well,
yeah.
listen, maybe it's
There's
because
some
like,
games where I'm like, "Ugh, I don't. It doesn't feel like a win.
right, like, it doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I won. Like, I feel like it was such a struggle bus to get from point A to point B, and there wasn't really a lot of fun to be had. And like, that's not to say the games are made poorly, because let's think about non-multiplayer. We were just talking about the God of War series. That game that they just came out with was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So like, there are companies that still understand like the beating heart of what gaming should be. And then there are companies who are like trying to capitalize on like not just the microtransaction section of the world, but the, you know, 10 points up, 12 points down to keep somebody like super interested in, you know, getting the dopamine hit of your points going up, not the win screen, right? So like, I don't know, it's just, I guess that's an interesting take, but
Yeah, that's why
I
funny
just wish we
number
could
go
get
up
better back.
and we like playing it. That's
Yeah,
I think that's
like, it's like
why I
this,
like MMOs. I just like getting strong and beating people.
like, and it's funny because in MMOs, like, I was never like a major PvEer. Like, I did it
Neither
for a
was I.
couple of expansions,
I don't
but
like
like,
PvE to this day.
but like the joy I get of outplaying somebody else in a game that has 30 plus fucking buttons. And it's like, I knew what choice to make. You didn't. You're garbage. Like, so like,
I'm smarter than you.
right. So like, I don't know, dude. I just wish I could get back to that point of gaming and like really like feel the rewards of the games I'm playing.
I think that could also be just us being kids. Just hitting different. Just because we were kids. We're adults now. We know how the fucking world works. And, well, it sucks.
Fucking suck.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing a podcast. But, I mean, I was outside all the time, too. Like, to the point
Well,
where Jeffrey's grandfather was chasing me around town. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, so we used to live in this town called Carter Lake, Iowa. And we got like a street, right? Him and I live on the same street, and behind our houses is the park. Is the park.
Big
So
park.
me and my
Like town
boys were
park?
at our house, or at my house, and at this time, like, I knew Jeffrey, but we weren't like competing or
homies.
like
You weren't homie
playing
yet. You
Destiny or
weren't homie
anything
yet.
like that together.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Let's go get him. Let's go like hang out with him. So I brought my boys. We walk out back, into the park area and towards his back fence. And
Right.
one of my homies has a horse mask. He has it on. Well,
Pretty funny.
apparently, it scared Jeffrey's little sister, and Grandpa didn't like that. So he spent the rest of the day trying to track down a group of fucking 10-year-olds just across the entire town, and it was a good time. Jeffrey did not hang
He
out
didn't
that day.
succeed.
We
did
didn't
not hang out
acquire
that
the Jeffrey. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Well, I
It's
think
fun.
once you
We had a
you
good time.
traumatized a sibling, and a grandfather that wants to commit murder is now after you, I don't think you have a win in the pocket.
Speaking of wants to commit murder,
All right.
So, yeah,
I
speaking
was
of
not
wants
gonna
to,
take that segue,
Jeffrey,
but yeah, go ahead.
didn't Mr. Grandpa here? What did he do?
He
What
has-
happened?
he has committed murder.
Oh,
He's in prison.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah. So
It's like it all
We-
stemmed from the fucking
we
fish
boil
fillets
it
and orange
down.
juice.
Boil it down to fish fillets and orange juice.
he just
McDonald's.
couldn't put down the cup.
He couldn't put down the cup.
No, got to. Maybe it's the voices, the numbers,
So-
Mason.
So
What do they mean?
now listen, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell
Your
you
grandfather
what.
might be in prison for the murder. My grandfather committed lots of murder, but you know, USA, so it's fine.
Are you like a
America,
mafia
fuck
child?
yeah!
No, my grandfather served on the USS Independence. He
so
literally
it's
was
America,
shooting.
baby.
He was shooting down planes and ships.
He
like it
committed
was his
legal
fucking-
murder.
Mhm.
Red, white, and the motherfucking blue, baby.
I don't know,
These
I think I told
colors
you
don't
guys this, I
fucking
can't remember.
run.
but my dad's dad flew medic choppers in the Vietnam War,
Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
which is fucking crazy because you got to think, you know, you have full guerrilla warfare going on underneath you, and you have to safely land a helicopter, get a dude on a stretcher onto the helicopter, and dip without getting murdered.
My grandfather was he was in the Korean War. He was a radio man, and there was one story. My dad would tell me he during the Korean War, radio man. He's front lines, right? Goes up to radio, gets ambushed, and gets saved by a tank. The tank has to drive over him, and he has to crawl in between it. Yeah.
So like he did like one of those like barrel rolls to in between.
Fucking, I don't know how he did it. I think there is like old like artillery holes that he was already in, like foxholes and shit. So yeah, you got ambushed, started
tank-
getting fired upon, and the tank,
And then-
our tank or ally tank, fucking
Just ran over them.
yeah, just not them, him, drove over him, so he could proceed to get inside and leave. Good times, good times. Yeah, my dad was also 2nd Armored Division, Hell on Wheels. He was a tanker, badass motherfucker.
So your family likes to shoot shells. Is
My
what
dad
I'm
was
hearing.
a boxer, hockey player, log truck driver. Yeah, that's a man.
Crazy.
That's a man.
That's a man.
Yes, sir. It's a man's man.
All right, boys. I think the next thing I want to talk about today, for sure, is related to the anime awards. So Crunchyroll posted anime awards this week, and there's a lot of television shows that I feel like should not be on this list.
They shouldn't.
I don't know if you boys have the list pulled up, but the list via, there's a bunch of different awards that they can win, but the nominees for all these different awards are Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, Free Ren Beyond Journey's End, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, and Apothecary Diaries.
So I'm going to die on this hill forever. Dandadan shouldn't exist as an anime.
So I am not going to go as far as to say that it just shouldn't
hate it.
exist.
I hate it so much.
I think the way that story is written is great. I think the way that they're portraying the story with the two kids is terrible.
I don't
like
even
the whole
know the story.
So basically the whole concept is, there's ghosts and aliens in this universe, right?
Yeah.
And there's this guy and this girl. The girl is obsessed with ghosts. The guy's obsessed with aliens. They, basically bait each other into like trying to find ghosts and or aliens.
Okay.
And it gets sexual really fast. And
Yeah.
it's in a bad way. Like it's
Yeah.
not even presented well.
Exactly.
So
Hearing you say it's not presented well is crazy.
so you have to understand that there are sex scenes in media that are
They're gold.
It's a good
They're
scene.
gold.
like think about
You know,
Game of
no-
Thrones, like the scene with Daenerys and Khal Drogo.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
it's
wood.
kind of a horrific scene, but like the scene itself is written so well that you feel like
It's
you really
the
understand what's happening.
yeah,
Like
it's
I feel like
the
in
emotional
Dandadan,
attachment to it. You don't have
like the
any of
girl in
that to
Dandadan's
your
clothes are
viewers.
just coming off to come off, in my
Well,
opinion.
I couldn't even get
Like
past the
it's not
first
fucking
episode.
necessary.
It- Aliens being weird. I don't know. I can't.
it's not good.
It's not a good
It's
anime.
not good.
It shouldn't
The
exist.
only thing I liked about Dandadan was the romance aspect. That's
The
it.
only thing good
But-
about Dandadan is the fucking music. The goddamn intro.
Intro's goaded. Intro's goaded. We'll give it that. We'll give it that. We're not gonna discredit it in aspects where it's good, right? But I'll agree. I think the romance aspect is good, but they don't handle any of it appropriately
Right.
No.
at all. Cause like these are young high school kids. It's not this
Exactly.
like, oh, post
It's
time skip.
weird.
Post time skip. Like, there's none of that in this show, bro. Okay? Like, if you are into anyone on that show, you scare me.
I hope I scare you anyway, but yeah.
You
No,
don't,
it's
but it's
just
okay.
weird. It's just weird. Yeah, damn.
So weird sexually, where would you put Goblin Slayer in that aspect?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Oh.
seen Goblin Slayer?
Oh
No.
Episode 1, brother.
I
Out
think
the
Goblin.
fucking rip. Listen, I think
I
they
like
do it
it.
correctly.
I like Goblin
because
Slayer. It's
You get scared of
weird.
fucking goblins.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
you're
also,
like, yeah, they
there's
should
other
die.
shows that do that. There's other shows that do this shit too. Like Berserk has one.
Yeah.
Has a fucked opening scene.
I
Fucked
think
up.
people that are writing anime should just start making people of age, and it'll be okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll say it
It's
again.
like-
Kaiju number 8 did it the best. They made the main character 30 fucking years old.
Yeah. Yeah, or
What's so
start
bad
him,
about having a 30-year-old protagonist?
or even if you start him as a kid, fucking okay.
Fine.
Age that motherfucker up, stupid.
Like these shows need to figure out a way. Like, and what I don't like is like even the good shows toe the fucking line. Even the good ones, they
Well,
do.
what was
Like
next
I was
on
saying
that?
this to Jeffrey yesterday. Fucking Black Clover's outros.
Yeah.
Half-naked teenagers. Why are we doing this? There's no reason to do this.
There is no reason.
China number one.
It's not China.
It's not, but I love that.
It's
Clipper
not China,
chat.
but China number 1.
No, same
Okay.
thing.
So, Delicious in Dungeon, I have not seen.
It's such a
It's
good
good.
anime. It's so good.
You
But-
really like it?
I love it.
So I don't. It's a good watch.
It's a good
Okay.
watch.
We'll give it that title. It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Not anime of the year worthy at all, though, because the ending or like it starts off like maybe 10, 11 episodes. They're going in dungeons. They're going really deep in the dungeons. They didn't bring extra food, so now they're cooking dungeon monsters. Delicious.
Yeah,
in
now they're
dungeons.
cooking, bro.
monsters. And the main character's got autism. He's a little special. That's why a lot of people like it. It's not over sexual either.
No,
Like it's
That
no,
funny.
it's
You know me,
it's a cooking
I love
anime
the shows
inside
that
of a dungeon.
that have none.
They have
so.
to forage for their food inside of this dungeon. And that's,
but like
that's
somewhere
it.
along the lines, it kind of goes off the rail at the ends, and it's just
Well,
I didn't like the
sometimes you
ending.
just have to go off the rails. I don't think it is anime award, but
it should be in good watch category. If there's a nominee for that, a good watch.
I give that. I give it that.
I don't even
Now,
know.
Free Run?
I don't even know what that is.
Rewritten belongs on this list.
I don't even know what that
Free
is.
Run belongs on this list. Jeffrey already knows my one qualm with this. Colby, I'll kind of explain. So, this is a very much like a fantasy anime. Main character is an elf. She ages like an elf, as you would think. So she's hundreds, thousands of years old.
So she
right?
doesn't. Got it.
So basically, she grows as a person, learning that she's, making new friends, other relationships are ending, people are passing away. Like, she kind of grows as a human. It's the story of her growing as a human. Even though she's an elf, which I think is really, really good story writing. One qualm with the whole thing. It takes you till episode 8 to want to lock in on the show.
Really?
8. Episode 8.
Yeah, see, if I'm not like dialed in by episode 2, I'm not gonna continue watching it.
I
There
was,
are
I was
some
locked
that
in
I've given a
episode 1.
chance. There are some that I've given a chance. And it's paid off for me, for sure. But this one, I felt like they were dragging their feet in the beginning. And then, like, Jeffrey, we get to the point of where, like, Stark pops off, right? And you're like, okay, like, cool, I guess. And then immediately after that is when Bad Bitch shows up, right? So you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh.
So, like, with that being said, the show is really good. It just, to me, it took a little while for it to, like, move its story forward.
Understandable. Like for me, I'm a whore for setup and animation, and even like backgrounds, like the, setting up the world. Freerun did it fucking perfectly. It's
It's
beautiful.
also one of the prettiest animes.
So fucking pretty.
Like just the landscape and stuff looks really, really nice. All right, so next we have Kaiju number 8. You two
never
both
seen
know
it.
this. I'm fucking obsessed. I'm obsessed.
Never seen it.
So Kobe, long story short, dude's 30 years old, works in kaiju cleanup. Okay. Via kaiju cleanup, one spawns, he gets hurt, goes to the hospital. Gets possessed by kaiju spirit, essentially. Kaiju parasite is probably the better way to put it, but that's fine. And he obtains kaiju powers.
Okay.
And he knows that if people know about his kaiju powers, he's going to get killed. But he also wants to help save humanity. So it's the struggle of not only being an officer in the army, but also like being a hero and saving everyone. So he like has to like toe this line of like kind of like not letting people find out and letting people find out.
Fuck around a little bit, find out. Yeah.
So like this is being voted on based on only one season, and I like that it's only one season so far because the next season is going to drag significantly. But I think for this year's voting, it should be up there in terms of votes. I don't think it wins though. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Top 2, top 3.
Its songs, goated. Its songs are goated.
The song winning every song category, by the way, for sure.
Yeah. So like Colby, you know the song that everybody be singing, like "Got You the Way I Do." It's so good. I gotta fucking send him that song. But anyway, the next one on this list is what I think me and Jeffrey would consider the full blown winner, which is Solo Leveling.
110% agree.
Songs are great, writing is great, story escalated, and it had the first anime I've watched where a scene was so emotionally drawing, but not like negative emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Positive emotion drew me to the point of literal like welling in my eyes. Like, dude, spoilers for anybody watching, right? But like the scene with Beru and him kneeling, that's what got me. Like, that shit got me bad. It was
really
absolutely incredible because it was the process of this guy who just lost. Being like, what do you mean I haven't lost anything? He's like, you saved me. He's like, and I couldn't be happier. And you're just like, what? And then he goes on one knee and he's like, "You're my king, whatever your wish is my command." And you're like, "Are you kidding, bro? This shit was amazing. It was so good."
You know what?
Here's what made me mad about Solo Leveling.
All right, go for
What
it.
made you mad?
What made me mad is the people mad at the episode, downvoting the episode where he fucking saves his mom.
No,
No, talk to me about it. Did you fucking hate it?
I'm pissed.
Did you hate it?
I loved that
I loved
episode. They tried to rehumanize Jinwoo. because all he's been doing is leveling up and not kind of giving a fuck about anything else, realistically speaking. But he attained the goal he had at the beginning of the show, which was obtain X to save Mom.
That's all he wanted
And then
to
he
do.
does it. And people are mad that he's crying after his mom wakes up from a coma after 8 years. Give me a fucking break, dog. Like, I would be hysterical. So, like, I don't know. I think people are dumb for that. Like, so unbelievably dumb for that.
I started reading Solo Leveling like 5 years ago, and seeing it made my heart really warm, and it made me upset that so many people were mad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I waited fucking forever for this. Y'all waited a week.
Bro, and that wasn't even the qualm for that. People were like, what do you mean?
No
He's
action?
too soft. No action. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, so you're mad that he's getting
No
character
aura? Like,
development.
they just want aura. That's all they want.
So,
And they
whatever,
fucking
dude.
got aura. I tell you.
Yeah, they got it, and they're still mad, which is crazy to me. And then last one's Apothecary Diaries.
I don't know
I
what
have
that
only
is.
heard good things. I have not watched it. Jeffrey?
I've only heard good things. I haven't watched it.
I think my next read is going to be Solo Leveling. Actually, no, I lied. I can't do that to you, Kahu. I can't do that to you.
What did you just say?
Well, first of all, I called you Kahu.
Like, it
you
better
piece of
fucking be
shit.
Kaiju number 8!
No, it will be Vinland Saga.
It will be Vinland Saga.
It will be
He needs to
Vinland
read
Saga.
Vinland Saga.
That's what I'm reading next, and then I'll be watching it. As soon as I'm done with this other book. This fucking Harry Potter sized goddamn book that I'm reading.
Nah, it's like 10 times the size of the Harry Potter series. Like,
That's one book out of the series, yes.
So for context for the people at home, the book series that Colby is reading, which I do not know the name of, I'll let him explain in a second. I spoke to him and he was about 2/3 through the way of this book. He's 2,500 chapters in. For context. Colby, go ahead. What's this about?
So, well, currently I'm reading My Werewolf System, and it's 1,234 chapters. Once I can find, where is my library? No, don't remove it, you piece of shit. It's on my phone. And they're still, like, updating. So, I started with My Vampire System. There's 3 of them in this series. There's My Dragon, My Vampire, and My Werewolf. My Vampire is 2,545 chapters. And that's the first one I started with. And then my Dragon System is technically the first one in the series, and that's 532.
So this book series is about 4,000 chapters long.
Yeah, about.
Crazy.
I'm
absolutely crazy.
576 out of 1234. So once I'm done with that bullshit, we'll go to Vinland Saga. Call it good.
Yeah, I would suggest reading Solo Leveling, like Jeffrey said. It's very good.
Well, I'm lying to everybody because I can't read. So
I also can't read.
I can read. I choose to read. I like reading.
I do it.
Also a little
I do it with my ears. Yeah, bro. Is your 8 hours up again? Stupid.
You fucking 10 hours, and it ended yesterday. Shitter.
You fucking piece of shit. You fucking 10 hours on Spotify because you need.
Hey, listen, I could pay another $2.99 a month to get an extra 10 more hours.
10 more hours.
Next thing I think we should talk about, which just on the topic of like what we've enjoyed watching, seeing, things like that. I want to get into the cartoon debate that you posed the other day.
Obi, stop eating your fucking mic.
I'll wait for the cartoon debate.
All right. So the Cartoon Network debate would be Cartoon Network characters. So this is entire universes versus entire universes. So you're going to take Cartoon Network, think about all the people you know about in Cartoon Network, and put them up against the Nickelodeon cartoon characters. Who takes the W?
So, Cartoon Network clears easily. 100. Why?
I can't think of a single Nickelodeon character who could.
Right?
I mean, you got
like that's because there are some
SpongeBob's
really strong
okay.
ones.
Who
Right?
is
Like-
what are fuck? I feel like
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Is Avatar Nick?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So they literally have the Avatar.
I'm actually curious. Hold on.
Trying to find it.
Let's see what we got. Fucking Rugrats was Nickelodeon.
They don't have superpowers.
So? I
They're
thought
getting-
we were
if I
taking the
give
their
universe,
baby's getting
bro.
stomped on.
The Crimson Chin, brother. Hello.
He's getting stomped.
By
So,
who?
You gotta think. You gotta
By
think.
who, bro?
Who is he getting diffed by?
The Crimson Chin. Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey, are we including Toonami or no?
No.
No Toonami.
Toonami is
Toonami-
like
It's too strong. It's too
Yeah.
strong. It's too strong. Okay. Yeah, but do we get the
They
regular
got-
show? Because those
Dude.
characters are kind of fucking broken.
Bubble Bass. Bubble Bass from SpongeBob, bro.
was the regular show cartoon?
Yeah.
It was. We do get regular show. So Skips.
Skips
stomping
is
Chin.
dominating the Crimson
Mhm.
Chin. I'm sorry. Including the Black Crimson Chin.
I'm sorry. Is Adventure Time Cartoon Network?
Yes, it
Adventure
is.
Time.
Adventure Time
Come
is
on,
Cartoon
grab
Network.
your friends.
Let's
we'll
talk
go
about
to
the amazing
your
world of fucking Gumball.
distant
All right.
lands.
Richard
Think
with a
about
job
life in the
is
jungle.
unstoppable.
Not only
Richard
Richard,
with
you
a
have
job?
other characters. Bro,
Darwin was
Richard
my
with a
favorite.
job?
brother, the Powerpuff Girls? Are you kidding me?
Sorry, we're not
They're
gay.
broken.
The Powerpuff Girls are kind of broken. Still
What-
not
what
gay
about-
though. It's for dorks.
What else we got for Cartoon Network?
This guy has never hated on
look it
Mojo
up.
Jojo a day in his life.
We got We got
Fuck
Ed,
yes.
and Eddie. We have Ed, and Eddie.
All
for
right,
Cartoon Network.
Nickelodeon
They
has
have love.
iCarly. Yeah, bro.
We're
Fuck
talking
you.
about cartoons. You
Shut
The
up.
biggest hitters
You said
Nickelodeon
universe.
has.
You said
What are we
universe.
doing?
Cartoon
The
Universe.
Cartoon
is the best.
Universe.
Either
I'm
way,
gonna shoot myself in the
Nickelodeon. They got Danny Phantom.
They do.
They got
Timmy
SpongeBob
Turner.
and Patrick. They got Timmy Turner.
Turner.
Yeah.
I don't
They
think
got-
there is like Nickelodeon cartoon characters that could compete. What was
I don't think so either.
what was Chowder?
Chowder's Cartoon Network.
Is it? That's the same.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Flapjack is absolutely Cartoon Network because that shit was weird.
So is Gravity Falls.
Did any of you like Flapjack?
I
That
like
shit was
Gravity
weird.
Falls though.
Gravity Falls was alright. I think that started. Yeah, I don't think I was really watching many cartoons when that came out. I was outside
I'm
a
trying
lot.
to think of what else. Oh my God, Dexter!
Dexter.
Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's
Yeah.
He's
Laboratory.
fucking wrecking everybody.
Dexter's mom.
By the way, Gravity Falls is Disney.
She could play center on my NBA team. Real shit. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Gravity Falls is Disney.
Disney,
Yeah.
Dadney,
It Disney.
Dimmy?
above
Dimmy?
me, baloney. Yeah, it's spitting bars, bro.
So, what are our thoughts? Do we think Cartoon Network clears?
Yeah,
Clears
100%.
Nick
I think
for
we've
sure.
come to this decision that Cartoon Network
Does
is
it
just
clear
better.
Disney? Does it clear Disney cartoons though? Is the question.
Disney has Steven Universe, I believe.
Disney has all of the fucking princesses. So
No.
there's that.
Are we sure? Or am I lying? I'm probably lying.
I think you're lying.
I'm probably lying.
Disney is Deadpool. You fucking assholes.
Well, if we're going that term, Disney has the Amazing Spider-Man
They do.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Disney has all of the superheroes. That's not fair.
Disney.
We're not
Disney
doing
has
IRL.
Disney has fucking all of the
Because
Star
if we
We're
Wars.
did
talking about the
that-
cartoon ones, though.
We're
Because
talking about
listen, if we
cartoons,
did
you
that-
dickhead.
They do have the cartoon superheroes.
Yes.
Then you have to include Toonami.
I don't even know
Right?
what that is.
I don't think
So
that was
that's
count.
all like
Does that
the
even
late night
exist?
anime shows that show on Cartoon Network.
Shut
so
up.
like,
Konami was a different brand.
Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
no, because they would say Toonami only on Cartoon Network. So
So.
I don't know about that.
Okay, but they can't beat fucking Goku and Vegeta.
What is
That's
this?
unfair.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You're gonna give them all the superheroes, and
They'll
then be
still
like,
clear
"Oh,
though. They will still clear.
So why does nobody else?
Who's beating
Nobody
the
else
Hulk?
gets
Answer the question.
debuffed. Nobody else gets
Who's beating the
debuffed.
Hulk?
Why does Disney
Who's
have to get
beating the
debuffed?
Hulk of a cartoon?
Disney's better. Disney's better. That's why we have to debuff them. Is because they're better. That's why.
Who on Cartoon Network got that could beat the Hulk?
What Cartoon Network character can
Nobody.
beat the Hulk? Huh?
Nobody.
Who is
Nobody- he
taking
can't
out
die.
Thor? Huh?
Right. Who? Right.
The god of fucking thunder. Like
He's got that thing. He's got that thing over
he's
there.
got this thing. He's got this thing. right?
Omnitrix.
He's got this.
Ben 10 can handle the Hulk with the Omnitrix.
Wait. Hold on. This is a good argument.
Yeah.
Now. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
Wait.
With Alien X or without? Because Alien X is too broken,
Alien X is kind of broken.
in my opinion.
I mean,
because
alright,
he could
so-
just be whatever he wants.
if
then.
we're just
So,
taking it
like,
for what it is, it's not like a what if he has this or not. It's
Right.
Ben 10 versus the Hulk. He has everything. He has.
That would also mean Hulk has everything.
Yeah,
We know some strong fucking Hulks.
we do.
But I think Ben 10 might clear.
I don't know if Ben 10 has it.
I don't know. So,
The
'cause,
Hulk,
so if you
the
go all,
Hulk's
he's
just a better.
Maestro now,
I think
right?
Hulk's
If you
a better
go
fighter.
all in, this is after World War Hulk. This is it, dude. There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I think Hulk could win. 110%.
I just don't. My whole thing is this, Kobe. I don't think he can die in that matchup. Like I don't think Ben can kill him. is what
I
I'm
think
saying.
Ben dies in that matchup.
I think Ben
I think he dies.
loses enough stamina through that fight where like it gets to a point where Ben is just like on the floor, can't fucking switch, right? Like
Yeah.
he's
Can't move and just
smashed,
Hulk.
and Maestro just like
Yeah.
walks up to him and is like, "GG, buddy."
It's gonna be like
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Hulk and Loki in that one scene, just fucking tossing him, dude. Ben 10 dies in this scenario,
I think it's a good matchup,
and
though.
it's
I
I don't even think it's close.
really,
I don't think
It'll
it's
be
close.
close. I think it'll be
you gotta
close.
realize, dude, Alien X is crazy, dude. Like, if he can hold being in the Maestro form, because that's what Ben 10's gonna do,
Right.
is he's just gonna turn into Maestro and fight Maestro v Maestro. So
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
how long can he do that? for?
right? How long can
Now-
he withstand doing that?
How long can
Here's
he be
here's a
Hulk?
question.
Days.
Guys,
Fucking days.
what were you gonna say, Jeffrey?
Now moving past Hulk, the Avengers team versus Teen Titans. Thoughts?
Are you fucking stupid?
Raven's pretty broken.
Avengers.
Batman or not Batman? Fucking
So hear me out.
Avengers.
See,
Batman
yeah.
isn't Teen Titans.
Hear me
Well,
out.
fucking Ray or not Raven.
I'm gonna get a
Figure it out.
lot of hate for this.
Robin's kind of crazy.
Right, let's
I'm
hear
gonna
it.
get a
Let's hear it.
lot of hate for this.
Because I fuck with Teen Titans hard. I love Teen
Robin's taking out Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Titans.
Hear me out.
Why?
yeah.
out.
Double
Why?
knees
Hear
to
me
the fucking throat on Tony Stark.
Hear me
Why?
out.
I
Hear me
wanna
out.
hear
Hear me
this.
out.
Why?
Robin is a tech head.
Yeah.
Robin is like insanely intelligent, and his specialty is hacking. If he gets in that
Iron
suit,
Man
dude,
ever been hacked before?
a trillion fucking times.
Alright, so it can be done.
It can be done. So, like, I think Robin wins the ones. I think Starfire loses the ones with Thor 100%.
I don't think
Easily.
I'd put Starfire against Thor.
Why are we putting Star
You would
against?
put Raven. You would put Raven.
I'd
against
put Raven
Thor.
against Thor. Yeah.
Someone needs to
So
be
we
able to
got-
handle the demon magic, and I think you just gotta.
We got
Oh.
Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy,
Okay. I
Raven,
think
and
I think
Starfire
we-
up
we-
against the fucking Avengers? There's
So-
too many.
Thor is the only one living, and I don't think he lives because I think if we're giving Raven all of her powers,
Yes,
she can literally just mind control the Hulk,
she could.
and the Avengers die. So I don't
What
know.
if, I mean,
Because if you do the Starfire matchup, then Raven takes control of Hulk, with which Hulk's gonna try to kill Thor, and then it becomes this like whole big thing. I don't know. Because like Robin is taking out both no-powered people in like 10
He's
seconds.
fucking up Hawkeye in 10 seconds.
Oh my god,
Hawkeye's
like
getting shit
Hawkeye
on.
and Black Widow are getting shit on.
they're dying.
Like,
They're getting poked with a stick. GG, stupid.
right. Yes. So like I don't know, dude. I think it's gonna be close. Like, as long as Thor is not gassed when he has to fight Raven Hulk, we're good. But like, if not, like, they're kind of fucked. Is like my thought.
I don't know if they're fucked still. I don't know about all that. I still think
So
the
even if we give
Avengers
them
win.
even if we give Disney all the superheroes, I don't think we'll need Toonami.
You don't think they'll even?
I don't
need
think
to.
we'll need Toonami. No, because we
Because
still
you
got
have Ben
Adventure
10.
Time. We got the Lynch King. We got Ben 10. We got
Oh,
Ed and Eddie, bro. We got Steven Universe
Samurai Jack.
and Samurai Jack.
Samurai fucking Jack, dude.
We have all the Crystal Gems. We got Teen Titans. We got Powerpuff Girls.
I
We have
Dude,
the literal
Dexter's Lab.
fucking Grim Reaper.
do have the literal Grim fucking Reaper.
We have the Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh. That was like one of my
Well,
favorite cartoons as a kid.
That's the mothership, by the way. Like
That's the
what we're
mothership.
That's what we're
That's-
flying around in
yeah.
the face off. I'm trying to.
What?
There's literally one person in the Marvel animated cartoons that's a villain that kind of clears all of Cartoon Network. I kind of forgot.
Who?
Molecule Man.
I have no idea who that
Fucking
is.
Molecule Man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
He
Sounds
basically
made
goes,
up.
bibbity bibbity booty, reality is mine, and that's it. So
Alright, sounds fake. Fake news.
he's real.
Fake news.
Wrote him,
CNN,
so I
everyone.
don't.
I mean, if you think about it, in Adventure Time, that dude on the wall.
There's a
Any witches
lot of
just come in?
crazy shit in Adventure Time.
True.
There's
true,
a lot of
true.
crazy shit in a regular show. There's a fucking
Yeah, the regular show scales super fucking hard.
Time
So-
babies.
yeah.
So
like,
yeah, okay. So we're giving it to Cartoon Network, free and clear.
yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
I'm going. Fuck it. Yeah, Cartoon Network.
Wait,
Free and clear.
Network
Alright.
is
Easily.
all.
All right. So now, what I would say we could talk about is
These nuts.
how crazy it is, bro.
That
Because I was looking
boobas
at current events
exist.
earlier, and I was like, what do I want to bring up that's like not like horrifying, but also a little horrifying? So like you know how there'd be wildfires out west, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, R.I.P. to people and stuff.
There'd be 30 dead now, right, from the wildfires.
30,
Yeah, but you
now.
said that shit was funny.
I want you guys to look up.
You said that shit
Look
was
up what?
funny, Ryan.
I want you to look up the conspiracy for the wildfires.
How
west.
about you tell me?
So the conspiracy for the wildfires out west.
John Cena
Is
followed
if
me
you-
on Twitter.
That's so big.
Alright,
So big.
Anyways, wildfire.
anyway.
Follow him on the other account, stupid. We need to, because like if it's literally 3 people in John Cena that follows us, that'd be so sick. But anyway, my point being is in this conspiracy theory, before the wildfire started, certain people had their roofs, like the roofs of their homes, covered in blue tarps.
Yeah.
The wildfires started. Do you want to know which homes were literally not touched by the wildfires? The ones with the blue tarps on them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, the entire block is basically incinerated. And just one house. Not touched
Bro was ready.
at all.
He pre-fired the fire.
I mean,
You think these little liberal fucks are prepared for wildfires? out
yeah,
west?
dude, I've heard
Absolutely
there's
not, bro.
110%. There's somebody up there. I heard about recently on another podcast. They stayed in their home for the wildfires, and they were spraying water on their roof and around their house and shit like that, and their house was untouched. Untouched.
Just leave on the sprinklers, bro.
I mean,
You're
it
done.
happens every year. Don't you think people would start to prepare for it?
So here's my take.
I mean, don't.
But does it happen in every year like they're like putting it out to the public? You know what I mean? Like, yes, wildfires happen every single year. They happen by me too, out on the
They
East
happen
Coast.
often. They happen here.
So, like, because we also have a ton of wooded area in the state of New York and New Jersey. So, like, I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, just because you live in a drier climate, yeah, you're gonna have to know how to prepare yourself if something worse happens. But like in the last 5 years, I don't remember the news reporting on wildfires as bad as this. And now people be posting about these fucking blue tarps on the roofs.
They're just
And I'm
mad.
like,
They weren't prepared.
Yeah, I think they're just mad that they lost everything betting on black.
It was a skill
And-
issue.
Yeah, I think they didn't get the 21, and they're pissed about it.
so you
They
guys are
doubled.
sheeple,
They
it sounds
doubled.
like.
They doubled on a 13, and they lost.
Fuck did you just call me?
I called you a sheeple.
Sheeple.
You're just mad because you weren't ready.
I don't even live on the West
You
Coast.
know
So
who
why the
you're
fuck are you
talking to?
mad?
I just
You-
think it's a conspiracy theory, and I think it's fairly
I-
believable.
I don't think it's believable at all. I
respect
think
you
you're
for that.
autistic.
I also think you're wrong.
I think you're a fucking
No.
idiot.
I
so,
also think you're wrong. So,
I think you're wrong.
I mean, do you
Oh.
guys have any conspiracy theories for shit that's going
actually-
on in the world right now? Because
Conspiracy
like,
theories. I think
Birds are fucking real.
the fires, right? I think there was chemicals in the fires. That wasn't a normal fire. That wasn't a normal fire. It burned for hours, days, and the smoke that came from it was not
had to evacuate the
fucking
state.
normal, dude. There was a chemical fire. Somebody fucked up somewhere, and they lit the whole fucking state on fire. That's
except
what
for
I
the houses
think.
that had the blue tarps.
Except, you know what? Maybe that's who started it.
Maybe that's who
Maybe
started it.
maybe they're like,
Maybe those
We're adding a conspiracy on a
Whoa!
conspiracy.
Wait,
dude, maybe
you
they
beat
knew
this
it was
autism.
coming.
maybe they knew it was coming, like Kobe's saying, and the warning of which houses that needed to be avoided of the people that knew blue tarps.
Exactly. It's fucking Bush. It's
Maybe.
it's all Bush, dude.
God damn it.
Ever since, bro.
Maybe.
Like it's boys.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
We have 6 minutes left. Is there
All right.
anything we would
Need to
like to
reel it in.
bring to the table before
Alright, so I
we
got
get rid of
one.
this? Yeah.
So we got shitty conspiracy theories. Now we're just gonna get more deranged. Small titties with a dump truck, or mommy milkers with a small booty.
Small titties with a dump truck.
Small titties with a dump truck.
Yeah, absolutely.
titties with
Because
a
I
dump
mean,
truck.
like you don't.
This wasn't even fun.
Yeah.
But you
no,
gotta think about it though. As I was saying, mommy milkers and small booties are nice on occasions. They're like a weekend, you know? Monday through
They're
Friday.
like a
small dump
weekend?
truck, weekend, mommy milkers.
They're like
Maybe
a,
Sunday specifically.
They're like a nice.
Maybe
night
Sunday
Sunday
out.
one day.
specifically?
I can't abandon the dump truck. I'm so dump truck heavy
There's-
on all fronts.
Dude, tits are
like,
overrated.
I can't get it
Tits
up.
are overrated.
I've got them. They're
They're
overrated.
just nice to look at.
I mean,
That's all.
Google.
Google.
Google. You can see tits literally whenever you want. Same thing with ass.
See,
but
and
you
that's a
can just
problem.
Do more.
That's a
with
fucking
ass.
problem.
Yeah, as
That's
we've
too
gotten
funny.
older, just the things we have access to on the internet, such as beheadings and just people dying and porn. Yeah, it's
A problem.
It's insane. Like it sucks. Shout out fucking Texas for being gay as shit, and now you have to like be like
You have to
verify
create
your
a fucking
age. You have to
account.
like take a picture of yourself with your
what?
ID jacking off. You're like,
If you were to
"What?"
like go through like Pornhub and shit like that, you'd have to create an account and go
you have
through
to do
a
the same thing in Nebraska as well.
That's why I live in fucking Iowa, baby.
Wait, what do you have to do? You guys
I
can't
think
crank
it's
it without making it an account? Is that what I'm
yeah,
hearing?
we can't crank it to Pornhub if
I'm making an account.
yeah, you
God
need
forbid.
you have to verify your age.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you think I moved from Texas?
Is that the reason?
Damn.
Is that the reason
That's
you
the
came back
reason.
from
That's
Texas? You're
the
like,
only
damn, I
reason I
can't
came back
fucking
home.
crank it to this
I
specific
can't
site
fucking crank
anymore.
my hog. I'm going to
We're gonna
Iowa.
pretend like Twitter and Reddit don't exist.
Nope.
So you heard it here first, everybody. If you want to crank it, move to Iowa.
Yeah, please don't come here.
There's not shit.
Please
here.
don't
Yeah,
come
go
here.
there. Don't come to me.
Please don't
Go
come here.
there.
We're happy. We're
There's
happy.
too many people near Ryan
Leave us
already.
the fuck alone. We're happy.
I have the highest
We're
fucking
not.
people per capita.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
because
That's
New
why
York
there's
sucks.
too many.
New York sucks, dude.
New York does fucking suck.
New York fucking. You guys
Parts
have
of New
Jewish
York.
tunnels. What is that about?
You know what we got over here?
What's going on over there?
You're gonna give me only 2 minutes to talk about the tunnels? That's next episode. I'm not doing that today.
Next
care about
episode, we
the
talk about Jewish tunnels.
Next episode, we might have to talk about
New
Jewish
York,
tunnels.
Jewish tunnels underneath New York City. That's going to be part of next episode. It's not today. That's too big of a broad topic. However, on the topic of New York, the New York Knicks are now third in the division,
Okay.
clinched the playoffs. Fucking huge.
I think
Don't call me
Portland
Goofy,
just
the
won their
fuck. It's
game.
actually
Actually,
opposite
I
day.
think
Idiot.
I'm
So-
pretty sure Portland just killed it.
And the Mets are now positive. 5-3 record.
The Mets, baby. We love the Mets. Let's go Mets.
We love the
We do love
fucking
the
Mets. Yeah.
The fucking Mets, baby.
Yeah,
What kind
fucking-
of shit accent is this? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Fuck you.
Just
All
made
right,
my voice
fair.
deeper. I don't know. New York sucks. New York sucks. Move out of that place.
You don't even sound like you live in fucking New York.
You don't even
What, with
fucking
my
live in New
accent?
York.
Yeah. I don't hear any accent from you.
I don't have one when I'm on
Go
air.
fucking rip a dot.
I've
kid.
never once heard you like talk in a
You
New York
do.
accent.
It's a Boston
I've
one
never
right
once
there
heard
for
it.
you. Go rip dots by the dunks
In your car.
in the
Yeah.
car. Throw you fucking dude. So I
That's
think
what
I
they
have
sound
time
like,
for
right?
this story. We have 2 minutes. I have time for this
It's
story. So
really
I have,
fucking you. What do you mean that's
I
what they
have,
sound like?
I have a really good friend that lives in Boston. Right?
Mhm.
There's insane traffic like how you experience in New York as well. They're on a bridge. My buddy's in his car. There's an old guy in front of him. Apparently, there's some form of confrontation. My buddy gets out of his
Okay.
car. Old guy gets out of his.
Mhm.
My buddy drops this old dude, takes his keys, and throws it off the bridge. Drives away. Fucking deranged.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask him what happened that day
I'm
for
gonna need
him
to
to
know.
act that way.
Yeah. Like, what were the precursors to making you literally use someone's form of transportation off a bridge?
But he was
Like, I need to know. I do
Yeah.
need to know.
All right, Jeffrey, tell people where they can find us.
Find us on Twitter or X. 3 tabs open. TikTok. 3 tabs open. And fucking YouTube. 3 tabs open. And not only that, we have fucking Spooderfy now.
Yeah,
Bofa?
after this episode, once we get this episode edited and recorded, we'll drop it on Spotify as soon as we can. So be on the lookout for that. And then I'm gonna try to get us on Apple as well. Not sure what we need for it, but if it all goes well, we'll be on Apple eventually. Spotify coming soon. Kahu, you wanna fucking suck our cocks and close us out, you cute motherfucker?
I'll close this out. I'm not touching your penis. Shut up, idiot.
God.
So basically, what I'm gonna say is this: you will be seeing posts from us throughout the week, hopefully on X as well as TikTok. Our posting for our episodes are more than likely going to be on Fridays. So if you're looking to watch the episodes in full, those are the days they're more than likely going to be posted. We enjoyed the hell out of the first episode. This was a lot of fun. We appreciate everybody that's watched. So we are going to be back next week. Stay tuned for more absolutely deranged buffoonery, and we'll see you next Friday.
Ma-